Hi, folks. I'll be talking about quant trading with artificial intelligence, through which building up passive income could be a piece of cake where people don't have to do anything, it runs on its own. So, when you talk about passive income, of course, you're looking into an income where you're not putting in any efforts and somebody is working for you, making money for you. So that's what it is. So I don't want to waste too much time for people whom I'm trying to invite and get into my calendar so that we could have a good discussion around it. So having said that, I will take you to a small presentation of maybe 3 or 4 slides, and I will try and tell you exactly what is quant trading and how it can help you to build your passive income. So I've taken a couple of trade logs from the trades which is going on, and you would notice that there are a lot of stocks on different days which is being traded using the automation. So for example, this is a stock called EXAS. It started trading on June 3rd at 10:22. On the same day at 10:33, around 9 minutes later, it made $35 from the money of $5,918. So let me see if I can bring up the pointer. So the algorithm is investing equally if you notice here. So from around $6,000, it generated around $35, which leads to around 15.59% in 9 minutes. That's passive because you're not doing anything, the machine is doing for you. The same day, I think there's another stock which is FNV. In 3 hours' time, it got us $22, which is around 36% from the same amount, roughly $6,000. It got around $22. Again, it's the same day. This is a trade log for the same day, these three. There was another stock called FNV. In 7 minutes, it got us $22, which is around 0.37%. So again, same amount of $6,000 roughly, $22.49. Then I've taken some clippings from other trades also because this is happening every day. You can take a look if you go into our website and on the footer you will see live trading. Get to see how this is happening on a live day. There is an example for one particular day, but this is what happens every day. So there are thousands and thousands of such trades which is happening and settling within a very short time. So on March 13th, the stock called ACAD made $19 in 15 minutes, which is around 38%. The same stock again flipped over at 12:14. It exited out at 10:36. Then again it went in at 12:14. It stayed in the market for 13 minutes and got us 0.48%, which was roughly around $24. Investment amount was roughly around 5,000. So if you keep watching, you will notice that every day opportunities are coming. The algorithm is settling money for us within a short time. In this case, you are seeing APA on March 13th. It went in at 10:24. It came out at 10:32. In 8 minutes, it got 0.84%, was $42 from roughly $5,000. So again, here we are looking into April 24th. The first one is a settlement which happened from previous day, but here since we are talking about passive income, we are not talking about investments which will happen overnight. In passive income, what I am recommending is to go intraday. With the current situation of our economic conditions with coronavirus and all sorts of uncertainties lying ahead of us, I would not recommend anyone to go for long-term trading. and I'll come to that a little later. So I'm just focusing on some of the trades which is settling during the same time, same day, where in 2 hours 30 minutes from this stock, which went in at 10:03, came out at 12:34. In roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes, it made $23.38, which was around from $6,000. So will this continues. There is no end to it. I mean, you can keep going on and on and on to make passive income. But what I'm trying to get to here is when you're looking into passive income, you're not putting in any efforts. The machine is doing all for you. And all you are doing is at the end of the day, when all the positions close, you look into your account and see how much money you have made, which is your true passive income without giving any efforts. But in order to get a feel of how this is happening, you can go to our website and take a look at live trading, which is in our footer section of our website. This is our website. You can take a look from there also. So having said that, this is another classic example where on 6/6 at 10 to at 10:02 it went in, at 10:33 it came out in roughly 30 minutes. It got around 0.78% from, which is $47 out of the $6,000 which you have invested. So this list of success stories is going to go on and on. The only thing is that humans should not get involved. Emotions should not get in place and it should not come in front of decision making. Everything is precision based. So I will get to this point little later, but what I'm trying to get to is when you have a large number of stocks, when you have a large number of stocks in your list, you're looking for more and more opportunities. You can start with 10 stocks, 25 stocks, 50 stocks, 100 stocks, 150 stocks if you are into a large investment, or you are having a pretty decent size amount of investment, but at the same time you're restricting your investment portfolio or investment per stock to just around $6,000 because you're controlling your risk. So more opportunities, more stocks you have in your list, more will be the opportunity of passive income. So to give you an example, you could have a research-based list, which I always tell my folks that you can, if you know exactly what stocks might take a spike, it could be on the long direction or in the short direction. If you already know that, then you can have those stocks in your list. Or if you don't know and you don't have time for research or anything of that sort, you can have a static list of 10, 25, 50, 100, 150, depending on how much you are investing. So what happens is, supposing if the market is bull, we are talking about and taking an example of S&P 500, if it is say over 1.5%, maybe out of this five stocks, one might qualify. If you have 25 stocks and you're splitting into 13 and 12 for long and short, you could have the same set of stocks for long and same set of stocks for short, or you could have something different. It's up to you. But uh, the opportunity will keep growing if the market is now, say for example, you have got 25 stocks to play around with, and the market condition is S&P is over 0.15%, you might have three long opportunities to trade. So as you increase your number of stocks, you'll notice that you have opportunities to trade more and more. So more opportunities you have, more success stories you would have going forward when you build up your passive income. The same is with the bear market conditions. If your market conditions are say less than, S&P is less than minus 0.15, with 10 stocks maybe only one might qualify. With 25 stocks maybe only two will qualify because you're looking out of the 12. Uh, with 50 stocks you are looking out of 25 stocks, for short maybe five may qualify. So as you increase your list, your opportunities will go higher and higher. So if you're taking an example of five stocks on a bull market, maybe as I said, one will qualify. If the market is over 2% on the bull side, maybe two will qualify, and so forth. If the market is over 3.2.5%, three will qualify. And I will explain very in my next slide as to how and why it is happening. It is happening. So, how many stocks you need would depend on your portfolio size or the investment you are making. Secondly, the investment per stock, because this is also a very important component which will tell the algorithm that, okay, I don't want to invest more than $6,000 in this case. So this will explain how um, this whole thing is gradually building up the passive income for us. So, as I said, that the out of 10 stocks, maybe one stock qualifies. This is exactly what is happening in quant trading. Everything is timing based. So that means there is no humans, no emotions, nothing. It's all timing. So, and grabbing the right opportunity at the right time is the key. So you can set up your configurations, or you can tell the algorithm as to the case which you have just seen, where that, okay, you can tell the algorithm that, okay, if the S&P is greater than 1.5%, I might go for long positions, which is in green color. If the S&P is less than minus 2%, I will go for shorts. Maybe I won't do anything if it is in between 1.5% to minus 2%, and let's call it as a no investment zone. So that's one part aspect of the market. You can get a little bit more conservative, saying that, okay, when the market candles are going higher high, I will consider that as a qualifier. So what happens is sometimes your market S&P can right in the morning can go up to 0.6%, and then during the day it is going down and down and down to 0.4% or 0.3%. That's not a good situation or a good sweet spot. So that way you are looking into market which is on the higher side for long, on the lower side for minus two, and lower for shorts, and at the same time you're telling that, okay, the last 5 minutes bar has to be higher high. So under that condition, maybe the algorithm will qualify you with the market. But then again comes the stock from your list. It's going to look into individual stocks every 60 seconds. That's what's recommended. So it will look into the actual price. It will look into the fast MA, the slow MA, which is the moving average. It will look into, if you want to get more conservative, it will look into the last 15 minutes bar, and it will take a differentials of the two, and if it is over an X%, it will take a long position. So the vice versa happens when it is for a short positions. So the point I'm trying to make is these conditions which I'm specifying here identifies a sweet spot, and the sweet spot does not happen every day, every minute, but humans also at the same time cannot keep and watch on what's happening. So if you get into a sweet spot, this is a classic example, IVCR on July 19th at 9:40, it went in, it took the investment, and at 10:02, it got out from the investment, making $73. So the point I'm making is you can make very decent passive income in a very short period of time. The thumb rule, and of course, no efforts, no skills, nothing is required. It's all done by the algorithm. So the percentage of profit one must have noticed is different for in all the cases which I have explained. This is because of the AI built-in capabilities which is happening behind the scene. So the probability of success from the list of stocks would vary depending on the market conditions. So successful trades will depend on, first of all, how many no investment zones, which we are talking about, market taking a higher high, which I just explained, differentials in MA, which I just explained here. So this does not happen every day. So for you to make a good passive income, of course, you should be looking into opportunities from a large number of stocks. If you're looking at 10 stocks or 20 stocks or 25 stocks, the opportunity is limited because it will look only into the list of 15 or 25 stocks which you have specified and it will not go beyond that. But investments, as I said, things keep moving. in the market all the time, depending on bull or bear conditions. So it will look into, if the market is bear, it will look into stocks which are taking a direction south. And it will also look into these factors which I mentioned here, so that it can get you a profit within a very short time. So 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour in a day is an excellent passive income opportunity without effort. So again, coming back to the point is passive income is money you earn in a way that requires little or no daily efforts to maintain. And this is a classic example for it. You can go to the website to also see the real trade so you'll understand much better. So why is it necessary? Sometimes, of course, uncertainty in a full-time job, if you are for an individual or people who are in businesses, especially what we have learned from tsunami, from coronavirus now, is very scary, where things could go wrong in 15 days. When is the next tsunami coming? We don't know. The second thing is increasing wealth building plan, of course, with the help of such passive incomes where you don't have to do anything. It is worth giving time and energy, at least initially, to keep building this wealth. Create opportunities for your retirement life. If you're in business or you are an individual, you will retire one day, so this will keep going. Protect you from complete or partial loss of income from job or businesses, because this is something which I'm showing you live in front of you, that money can be made very easily now with the help of machines. So passive income do not make you rich overnight, of course. Steady and profitable passive income options can build some serious money over a long haul. So there could be many different ways to generate passive income. One could be from real estate, one could be from investment. Of course, what is going on today when I'm recording this video, um, there is hardly any opportunities with investment because coronavirus and the uncertainty going forward, for next 1 to 2 years, I don't think any investment would be a good idea, because we don't know where the economy is heading at this point of time. There are so many unknowns. There are many other ways, of course, but passive income from intraday trading is what I'm recommending, because there's the least risk, because at the end of the day, you're closing all your positions. So you're not taking any overnight risk. So you're basically living by the day. So why intraday? Because history has shown that for last 8 to 12 years, there's always a financial impact. The reasons could be any. This time with coronavirus, the financial impact could be devastating for individuals and businesses. Long-term planning for investment is very risky at this point of time, and there are not too many, as there are so many unknowns ahead of us. So coronavirus fear will continue till there is no vaccine. That's point one, which could go on till the mid of 2021. Businesses can take a huge impact due to uncertainty. Geopolitics will impact financial market to a large extent, as we are seeing. So one can feel the impact of it today. If you are in business and you're seeing that your revenue is shrinking, you know why it is shrinking. If you're an individual and you see your long-term investment like 401k and all those stuff is shrinking, you already know the reason why it is. So if any of these two are not is not happening for you, then of course the proposal for passive income is meaningless. You can ignore this. But if you feel this has some value, which I have demonstrated as to how easy passive income could be now with the machine, please feel free to get in touch with me and we can talk furthermore in details. So you can accept the invitation if I've sent you, or you can get into my contact calendar and pick up a slot and get into a conversation with me. We can talk further in details. Thank you for your time.